Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kavana and today I'm going to be doing a November wrap-up video. I know it's a little bit late for November wrap-up, but I wanted to do this video. So I have read total of 8 books in November, 5 physical books, 2 ebooks and 1 audio book. So without any delay, let's get started with the video. The first book that I'm going to be talking about is Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahurin. So this is about a witch and a witch hunter. Louise is a witch and she has fled from her coven and she has come to a city called Caesarean and living as a thief there. In that city, witches are hunted and they are burnt. And Reid Diggory, he is a Shazar and he sworn to the church to protect the people, the king and his family. When he meets Louise, circumstances happen such that they get married and become husband and wife. So Louise is a witch, so Reid doesn't know that she is a witch, and she is also playing a very dangerous game because if he gets to know she is a witch, she'll be killed. This is kind of enemies to lovers trope, not exactly enemies to lovers because Reid doesn't know that Louise is a witch, but similar to that, it was very fun. The characters were very adorable and lovable. I love both the characters because we get 2 point of views, both of the main characters, and I loved them both because Reid is someone who has set of principles and he follows those principles, whereas Louise doesn't have any principle and her only principle is staying alive. So there is also the point that she is running away from her witch sisters, and it grips you from the beginning because you want to know why she is exactly running from her family. So that was very interesting. It gripped me from beginning to ending, and the suspense was good and the love story was great. It was really fun. It is a quite long book, but it reads very quickly and it is very easy to root for the characters. And as you can see, I have put so many tabs in this because I loved so many things in this book. And if you're someone who wants to, start a fantasy series and want to read an easy one at that, then this is the book for you. And I have given it 5 stars. The next book I'm going to be talking about is A Witchy Mistake by Rhonda Hopkins. This is an ebook and it's a cute witchy story. Charlie Cooper's cousin Danu uses her magic to get back at her high school nemesis. She does not think about the consequences because she was not supposed to use magic. So when the other girl gets attacked and lapses into coma, she becomes the prime suspect. Charlie is angry at her cousin, but at the same time she doesn't want her cousin to go down for something that she didn't do. Meanwhile, Charlie, who does not have any magical abilities, starts seeing some visions of Danu getting attacked. So she's forced to investigate who attacked that girl to prove the innocence of her cousin. This was really cute and it was a very quick read and a fun read. And it had quirky characters and it was just, I think, 100 or so pages, so it was very quick. And if you are someone who have constantly been reading hard-hitting novels, fantasy novels, I think if you want to go for easygoing ones, then this is the one for you. I have given it 4 stars. The next book that I'm going to be talking about is an audio book and it is A Spindle Splintered by Alex E. Harrow. This is about a girl named Zinnia. An industrial accident left Zinnia with a rare condition when she was young. And whoever has this condition has not lived past the age of 21 years. She is obsessed with Sleeping Beauty tale as she feels that she's quite similar to the princess because both of them does not get to continue their life or live their life as they want. because their fate is already decided. So when Zinnia turns 21 years, her best friend Charm is intent on making this her best birthday ever, because her friend feels like she might not have one more birthday to celebrate. So she wants to make it the best birthday with the spindle full of Sleeping Beauty experiences with the tower and spindle and everything. But when Zinnia pricks her fingers in the spindle, something unexpected and extraordinary happens, and she finds herself falling through worlds with one more Sleeping Beauty, who is as desperate as Zinnia to change her fate. So they both together try to take control of their lives and change their fate. So this was really interesting because it was quite different from other novels. I loved the thing that it had Sleeping Beauty references, and I loved their friendship, how they meet, the princess and Zinnia, and how they try to solve each other's problems. And it was very quick, and the audiobook was really good, and I enjoyed it very much. I have given it 4 stars. The next book that I want to talk about is an e-book, and it is Vampire Girl by Karpo Kinrad. So in this, Ariana, when she turns 18 years, her mother all of a sudden lapses into coma. Then she gets to know that to save Ariana's life in the past, Ariana's mother had made a deal with the devil. So that's why he came to collect his debt. So that's why she's in coma. Ariana, so she does the only thing she knows how to save her mother, that is to make another deal with the devil. The only thing the princess of hell want is her. So she sells her soul to them and agrees to select one prince out of the 7 princes, and he would become the king. She doesn't know why she's so important, but not knowing what else to do, she also agrees to take the blood oath and become one of them. So she agrees to become the princess of hell. When she goes to hell, she sees that it is quite different than what she expected. It is not like hell. It's beautiful, and she loves the place, and she finds friendship, she falls in love, but also she finds herself in middle of danger. So this was very unexpected, and I did not expect to love this book, but I did love this book. It had everything that I love in a book, that is fantasy elements. It was good, characters were good, and there was friendship, love, and twists, turns, so many things. It was fast paced, and it was really great, and it ended in a cliffhanger, and I can't wait to read the next book. So I've given it 5 stars. The next book that I want to talk to you about is The Death of Mrs. Westaway by Ruth Ware. This book is about tarot reader Hal, who lost her mother to an accident, and she's all alone. She also owes money to some dangerous people and is desperately in need of money. So when she gets a letter, mysterious letter saying that her grandmother passed away and bequeathing her a substantial inheritance, even though she knows that it is by mistake, she still wants money, and she feels since she has the talent to read people, if anyone can pull this off, it is her. So she decides to go there and get some money and pay her debt and be free. Soon she finds herself in the funeral of the deceased, and very soon she finds there is something really wrong with the situation, with the family of the deceased, and also the house. The house is really creepy, and she feels very curious about what really happened to the person to whom the letter was actually sent. So at the beginning I found it a little bit boring, but then it took off, and It was great. There were so many turns, twists, and I really did not guess any of it. And the house was really, really creepy, and it creeped me out. So I really enjoyed this book. So I've given it 4 stars. The next book that I want to talk to you about is Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. It's really difficult to explain this book. This is a dystopian sci-fi novel where clones are created for the purpose of donation of organs. So Kathy, one of the students of Hailsham School, reminisces her time at school where importances were given to art, music, drawings, poems, and how she became friends with Tommy and Ruth. She had complicated relationships with them and still has complicated relationships with them. She is now a carer for the donors, and their friendship is quite complicated, and even though they have their differences, they never let go of each other. In fact, all the students of Hailsham keep remembering their time at school because they were not taught anything of the outside world. I have mixed feelings about this book. I really did not enjoy it as much as I thought I would enjoy this book. This is a quite famous book. I did not really connect with the characters, or I did not root for the characters, even though there were so many sad things in this book. So I don't know if it is just me or if anybody else also feels the same way. But anyways, it was good. It was not boring, but it was okayish. So I've given it 3.5 stars, which is still a good rating. The next book that I want to talk about is Beach Read by Emily Henry. So this is about 2 authors, Augustus and January. January is a romance writer, whereas Augustus is literary fiction writer. January is someone who believes in love because of her parents' strong marriage, because they are so in love with each other. But during her father's funeral, she comes to know that her father used to cheat on her mother. She no longer believes in love or love stories. She is unable to write or work, and she is unable to afford a new place to live. She comes to live in the house that her father left for her. So soon she finds out that her neighbor is none other than Augustus. So one day they argue with one another and challenge each other to see if they can write, if they swap their genres. So meanwhile, they also get to know each other, and then things start getting complicated. I did not really love this book. I liked it, I enjoyed it, but did not love it. It was quite boring for me because I felt it was too long. If some of it would have been cut down, then probably I would have loved this book. And I felt the love story was okayish. There was nothing special, and also I felt the story was dragged, and it's quite famous book, so this is just my opinion. So I've given it 3.25 stars. The next book that I want to talk about is Instructions for Dancing by Nicola Yoon. This is about Evie, who no longer believes in love because she gets to know that her parents are getting divorced. She no longer wants the romance novels which she used to love, so she goes to return them. So when she goes to return them, she meets an old lady who gives her a book called Instructions for Dancing. And then the strange thing starts happening. Whenever she sees a couple kiss, she gets this vision about how their relationship started, how it developed, and how it ends. So she gets to know that every relationship ends in a heartbreak. She doesn't want to get these visions. So she goes to the place which the address was given in that book, Instructions for Dancing, and ends up in a dance studio. And also she ends up joining the dance classes and learning different styles of dance to figure out how she can stop these visions. There she meets a boy named Yex, and they both end up joining the dance ball competition. She starts falling for him, and at the same time she doesn't want to fall for him because she knows that it's not going to end up well. But she's not able to help herself. She's not able to stay away from him, nor she's able to be with him. So she needs to figure out whether love is worth the risk or not. So I ended up loving this book. It was really great. It was not only heartbreaking, sad, but also fun and full of love at the same time. So the characters were really good, and I loved the relationship of Evie with her father, how it was before and how it was after, and how she felt about it. And it was really great, and had a lot of fun while reading this book. As you can guess, I've given it 5 stars. So that's it for this video. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notifications whenever I upload a new video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.